Yep.
But women actually fight with me about raising their rates. Like they defend their right to charge less. And I just wonder, like, what are you arguing for here? Like, what is it you're trying to accomplish here by doing that? And every time I suggest to someone that they could raise their rates by, let's say, 50% from where they are right now, just by talking to them, I
Mhm.
can tell right away they can just raise their rates 50%. Their brains go nuts. Like they just start to fry. I can see it. Their brains start to fry and sizzle inside their heads. And um, then what I say is, okay, if you can't do 50%, start with a 25% increase. And what you're going to find is you just is it'll be a stretch. You might be uncomfortable, and that's okay. That's okay. You can be uncomfortable. It's fine. But I don't want you to be so terrified. So I believe you should raise your rates to the level where it's a little uncomfortable, but you're not terrified by it. Like,
Terrified, right, exactly.
you're like, okay, yeah, my
Right.
rates are, and you say that with confidence, but you're not like, oh, you're like freaking out by it. And so, um, so what happens is if they raise their rates 25%, all of a sudden there'll be some point, and it just happened with a client. She said she was on the phone with a new prospect, and she heard herself quote the rates that we had talked about in the very beginning, the 50% increase. And the very next thing out of that prospective client's mouth was, "Great, when can we start?" And what happened is that she got it down in her body. It was no longer, Marky told me to do this,
Right.
or an intellectual exercise, or a spreadsheet where she figured. It was no longer in her head. It was down in her heart. And she knew that she was worth that.
Right. Right.
And now when she tells people, she just says it and she doesn't even think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so great. So I think this is a good segue, what you just said, to talk about what you call empowered pricing. So I looked at some of your items on your website and your opt-ins and things like that. So kind of segue from what we just talked about into this empowered pricing, and what you mean with that.
So empowered pricing
Oh,
to
and
me
Paul is
is
on. Our
having
friend Paul is
hi. Empowered pricing to me is that ability to speak from the position of power. So I had a coach who used to use the phrase "stand tall in your prices," and I didn't really appreciate the nuance of that when she was saying it to me because I was not standing tall in my prices at the time. But standing tall or standing firm, down into your body. And so empowered pricing means that I understand that what I do is powerful. My clients come to me because they want a powerful experience. I know how to support them to be empowered in their own agency. So it's knowing that you have agency.